Yeehaw! I'm Leslie.
And I'm Shelly.
And we're
Sisters in Ebert.
Welcome.
Yeah!
Reach for the sky.
What? Wrong movie.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
3.
Part 3.
Welcome back for another movie Monday.
You hung in there with us for the whole trilogy. Here we are.
Here we are. Hey, it's the perfect group of movies, so.
It's true. I mean, this one a little less maybe than the
No,
others.
I like that. I think it's a necessary means for a necessary means for. What's that from? Oh, it's a movie. Oh, The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, it's for the Little Lebowski Urban Achievers, for children without a necessary means for a necessary means to pay for their education. It's a Brant's part with Philip Seymour Hoffman. But like every time they describe the thing, it's the same. It's for children, inner city children without a necessary means for the necessary means for formal education.
Well, here we are.
Yes.
Without a necessary means.
Without a necessary means. So, Back to the Future 3, 1990.
Oh my gosh. They were whipping these out.
Mm-hmm. They were.
Yeah, because we said in the last video that this was filmed simultaneously.
With 2.
With part 2, yes.
So, they could wrap it up and get it out quickly because it was so popular they wanted to ride that lightning.
They were right to do so.
Yes. So we open on Saturday, November 12th, 1955 at 10:03 p.m. as Marty is sent back to the future and other Marty comes back to Doc on foot. Great Scott. I sent you back. Next at Doc's house, there's a storm winding down, and Marty and in 1955, Marty and 1955 Einstein, because like who knows what that dog's name was? I forget. I think he did say it, but I don't remember what it was.
It was another.
It was another scientist.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Copernicus.
That's right.
But this is before he said it, so I said 1955 Einstein. So Copernicus snooze in the living room as Howdy Doody comes on TV. Doc wakes and makes an audio recording to self, not remembering how he got home, and is shocked that Marty is still there. Marty explains what happened in part 2 and shows
a little recap for everyone.
And shows him the letter that future Doc is now in 1885. Doc is working as a blacksmith in 1885, but is stuck as the DeLorean is busted and parts won't be invented until 1947.
Oh no.
Marty should not attempt to go to 1885 and should destroy the time machine once home in 1985 and take Einstein with him. DeLorean is sealed off in a side tunnel. How convenient. And Doc is happy living in 1885, and they blast open this tunnel as Doc, which is like a mine shaft kind of and Doc discusses his boyhood love of Jules Verne and how similar this is to Journey to the Center of the Earth. And we find that the time machine is behind a wall with Doc's initials, and Doc always wanted to be a cowboy. This is 1955 Doc saying all this, yeah. Doc wonders if he might be in history books now, as Marty finds Doc's tombstone like directly in front of this wall, coincidentally, dying September 7th, 1885, 1 week after the letter, and was after the letter was dated, and he was shot in the back by Buford Tannen.
Buford Tannen. Wonder who that could be.
Also says that Doc was shot in a matter over $80. The tombstone erected in eternal memory by his beloved Clara. Clara, I don't know Clara.
What are you talking about, Clara?
Tannen's true death count cannot be substantiated after the shooting after shooting a newspaper editor in 1884. They find Doc's picture in an old book of records for Hill Valley, and Marty will go back to get Doc and go back to the future. They go to the drive-in so Marty will have space to go back and dress Marty like a cowboy.
90s cowboy.
50s cowboy.
True.
A 50s cowboy.
True.
This is a Howdy Doody type of
outfit.
That's true. Yeah.
True.
It's very like pinkish shirt, like very like flashy.
Jazzy. Yeah. Flashy is a good word.
Yeah. And they send him into a mural of Native Americans. Doc assures won't be there when they, he's like, will you, by the time you get there, it'll be wide open space.
You won't
go into any of this. Marty and the DeLorean run into a real tribe of Native Americans. They won't be there on September 2nd, 1885. Spoiler alert, they are. Marty and the DeLorean are chased by the tribe and go to a cave to stash the DeLorean, and Marty forgets to change into his boots as the cavalry arrives, because he was supposed to do that before they left and he forgot. He said he'll do it when he gets there. So he still has his sneakers on and not these. These cowboy boots aren't much better. They're like the red heavy duty boots.
He's still not looking the part even with the boots. I feel like your eye is drawn to those red ones, where it's better to just ignore the sneakers.
So Marty discovers, as the cavalry arrives, he forgets to change into his boots. Marty discovers a fuel line is ripped in the DeLorean as a bear runs him out of the cave that he's now in, before he can put the flashy cowboy boots on, throwing them at the bear to distract the bear. Marty falls down a ravine and passes out, but is discovered by relatives Seamus and Maggie McFly and brought to the McFly farm with baby William, Marty's grandfather, in the high chair.
Yes, and this is played by
Leah Thompson and Marty and Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
Why do the McFlys look like the Baines? Shouldn't this have been Lorraine's family? Shouldn't this have been the Baines, the ancient Baines family?
Yeah.
And not I know they wanted to use the Irish accent.
Yeah,
I get
the McFlys.
But it was just funny. They were like, the other thing was, are all the McFlys attracted to Leah Thompson? Is that what the...
Yeah, I guess.
I know, ideally it would have been Crispin Glover and Leah Thompson, but still, that still doesn't fix it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't fix it at all.
So Seamus will help Marty, who says that his name is Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your name? Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood.
He and Doc have been talking about.
Yeah, well, again, and Leah Thompson does the whole back in good old 1955, back on the good old 32nd floor, back in the good old McFly farm. So we find Doc and Marty can stay. So Seamus will help Marty find Doc, and Marty can stay the night in the barn. Seamus and William both have a good feeling about Marty because they see him holding William, and I guess William doesn't let anybody hold him. So
it's because it's his
family. Look how he is with the baby. The baby. Seamus also gives Marty a hat and boots as his horse broke down. The next day, the clock tower is being constructed in Old Hill Valley, and Marty goes to the tavern and is mocked for his outfit and asks for ice water, which is ridiculous, and given whiskey.
They really did not prep Marty at all for this journey, how to blend ice water.
But I don't know that 1955 Doc would have thought of all that, too, because, 1985 Doc would have. He would have had a whole plan for it. But 1955 Doc is just found out he invented a time machine. Just started using it and hey, we're going to send him back.
Yeah, didn't even think
He didn't have 30 years to start thinking about it, Okay, so Buford Tannen comes in mistaking Marty for Seamus McFly and looking for Blacksmith.
They do not look that similar though.
Because they have Seamus in a red wig or
red hair. Because he's Irish, they're all redheads.
All of us, yeah. And is looking for a blacksmith. He hates the name Mad Dog Tannen because Marty's like, "You're Mad Dog Tannen." I hate that. Making Marty dance with the. So Marty moonwalks.
Love it.
During the dance, he causes a spittoon to dump on Buford, making matters worse.
Uh-oh.
And Marty is chased by Buford and the gang and is dragged by his horse once lassoed, who plans to hang him. Yeah. They plan to hang him. Doc arrives, and Buford is upset that Doc owes him $80. $5 for whiskey that broke, a bottle of whiskey that broke, and $75 for the horse, and warns Doc he'll get shot in the back one day.
That's up to $80.
Yeah. A dispute over $80. Doc
Which is a lot of money back then.
Yes. Doc reprimands Marty for coming, but is glad to see him, and Marty explains why he's there. Doc also wants to know what idiot dressed him like that, like they did, and Doc knows no Clara, knows no one named Clara.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking
about.
What
idiot dressed you like this? And he's like, you did, Doc. Doc explains that he could never see someone socially in the past as it could alter the future, so he would never ever do that. Mm-hmm. The mayor arrives and Doc agrees to meet the new school teacher at a train coming in tomorrow and finds her name is Clara, which Doc thinks is ridiculous that he could fall in love in 3 days as he's supposed to be shot on Monday. So he's not worried at all. He's like,
this can't happen. I won't be in love.
Doc is worried as Marty explains about the fuel line being busted as gas won't be available until the next century. So they will be unable to get to 88 miles per hour despite trying horsepower and whiskey.
Thing is, couldn't they invent some sort of fuel line?
Additive or something?
Like the fuel line. Like a line itself to
But what are they going to put in it? Because I think all the fuel leaked out. That was the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, because the gas leaked out, so they've got no way to power it.
I'm there now.
Doc gets the idea to push the DeLorean with the train to get to 88 miles per hour, but the fastest train in existence at this time goes 55 miles per hour. Under the right conditions of track on a level grade and hauling no cars, though it may be possible to go that speed per the engineer. That they talk to just out of the blue, just asking, just for fun.
Yeah, and he knows it off the top of his head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's something that he would never ever have to deal with in his job. Trained dorks, I mean, we're here for the trained dorks.
They're in every generation.
Remember, Sisters and Ebert is looking out for you, trained dorks.
Do you like trains? We understand.
We understand.
We get it.
So the next train comes through Monday morning at 8 a.m. Doc says they'll do it, which is when Doc's supposed to be shot. So Doc says they'll do it near Clayton Ravine, which is still there in 1985. So they know it'll be a spot that Marty can get to. Mm-hmm. And funny that it's called Shonash Ravine in 1885. Must be an old Native American name. Yeah, so it's Shonash Ravine in 1885. So the bridge for the plan was only half built at that time. So the DeLorean must hit 88 miles per hour before reaching the end of the bridge, which will be completed it's done in 1985. So Marty will be able to, be fine once he gets there. Locomotive will be wrecked too. He said it will be wrecked. Too bad no one will be around to see it. It'll be a fantastic crash. Just then a woman on a runaway wagon goes by with out of control horses. So Doc and Marty go off on the horses to help at the last minute, pulls the woman from the wagon, saving her life, and is immediately smitten by Miss Clara Clayton, who did not go over the ravine because of him. Clayton Ravine, Shonash Ravine.
It was named for her ravine accident on this very day.
Doc and Marty bring Clara to the schoolhouse, and Clara is somewhat glad that the snake spooked her horses, or they never would have met.
Oh. And this is, what's her name?
Oh, dang it, she's married to... Wait, give me a second, because I know who... She's married to Ted Danson. It'll come to me. Hang on. Crap on a cracker. I've been saying this for a week. I've been saying this for a week preparing for this. Oh, crap. I'll think of it. Doc will straighten out everything with the Buckboy rental, which I guess is the horses and the wagon. Doc and Clara both love science, and Doc will see lots of her, in the coming days, weeks, months, whatever. Doc and Marty realize Clayton Ravine would have been named for Clara, as all the kids in 1985 know it was named for a school teacher who fell in the ravine, and they all had teachers they wish would fall in the ravine, so they used to talk about it a lot when Marty was in school.
Oh, God.
Doc is upset as she was supposed to go over the ravine, and he may have altered history.
He definitely did.
Walkie-talkies still work somehow, and models not to scale. Because Doc also, I'm sorry, it's not to scale.
It's a catchphrase.
Yes, for the train to Clayton / Shonash Ravine, but will hopefully work. Clara knocks on the door and they cover the model, and she brought her telescope that was damaged in the crash and was hoping that he could repair it for her, as he's also into astronomy.
You look like you like to tinker with things. Help me out here.
Well, they both said how they were into science and astronomy. Clara will see them tonight at the town festival. The clock is dedicated that night at the town festival, and Marty and Doc get a photograph by the clock together. Doc and...
I love this, just the...
Yeah. Doc and Clara meet and dance together, and Marty participates in old-time shooting gallery, which with like there was just this guy like selling guns, like this particular brand that he was like peddling, which I didn't know they even had like a particular brand, like a traveling salesman like that back in the day.
I mean, that's how everything in the West was.
I guess
everything came from the East.
I would just think that. I guess I always thought they were just kind of all homemade, like guns. Yeah, like I mean, I guess somebody started making them. But
they came from the East.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everything came from the East, so that makes sense, because, go West, young man, okay. So, Buford and crew arrive, but must check their weapons to join the festival by Deputy Strickland. Principal Strickland, who is like law enforcement.
We also did mention this is Biff. Like,
it's definitely Tom Wilson.
Yeah, playing, and it's a descendant of Biff's family. So.
Well, we learned that in the second one.
Yes,
because he traced his lineage back to Buford Tannen,
right?
Who was in Wild West.
But I feel like it's a detail that could be forgotten from that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, obviously, you piece it together, you see it's Biff,
and obviously they used the footage in that museum.
Yes.
Video when they were filming this.
Yes.
So Deputy Strickland maintains discipline as always.
Mm-hmm. he's across all generations. So Stricklands are strict.
Yes. McFlys are also there and glad to see Mr. Eastwood looking more respectable in his clothes that Doc got him, and Marbles and Clint Eastwood Marty marvels at the Frisbee pie pan. Look, Frisbee. Buford snuck a weapon in to get Doc, but is interested in Clara, who kicks him on the dance floor, and he only has one bullet, which is stopped by Marty and the Frisbee. Mm-hmm. How convenient.
Lovely pie pan.
Buford, Mary Steinbergen.
There it is. Mary Steinbergen.
Yeah. That's Clara. It's Mary Steinbergen. Yeah. Buford calls Marty yellow. And again, we know this is
his pet peeve in life. He can't be considered a coward.
And will duel Monday morning, as Buford has a robbery scheduled tomorrow. So I guess, the other schedule. You got that robbery tomorrow, like on Stagecoach. Oh yeah. With his gang. Yeah, his old timey gang. Now, apparently, even though we saw Marty learn his lesson and not outrun Needles to be in that car accident, even though he got called chicken in the first one, apparently this is still a fresh wound and we're not.
Well, he's not called chicken, but Yella on the other hand.
So apparently it was not resolved in the second one.
No, he did not learn his lesson.
The duel will be at 8 a.m. as Clint does his killing after breakfast, because Buford wanted to do it at 7 a.m. I'd do my killing before breakfast. Well, we'll do it at 8 a.m. I do my killing after breakfast.
Because he knows he'll be gone by this point.
Yeah, and he will be gone by then, theoretically.
If this plan works.
Buford is run out of the party, and Marty is given free gun to shoot Buford on Monday, but will be taken back if he loses. Seamus says that Clint should have walked away, as no one would have thought less of him for it, and Maggie remarks that he reminds her of Seamus's brother Martin McFly, who was killed, never backing down from fights and never considering the future.
I just love the lore that his parents went that far back in their family history and were like, let's name him after this.
I think it was a happy accident, but yeah.
I don't. I think it's implied that he's named after.
Why would you name him after that guy, though? Unless you just like we want a family name.
That's true. This one's cute.
Clara teaches lunar geography to Doc with a telescope, and Doc lets her know that he believes they will travel to the moon one day, and both love Jules Verne because he knows.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Next morning, the cuckoo clock from part 1 goes off. Did you notice that? I was like,
he has it.
So it's all coming around.
Again, the attention to detail in these films is incredible.
Pristine. And Doc has a breakfast machine going off, but Doc is nowhere to be found. And Marty plays around doing taxi driver and Clint Eastwood impressions with Gunn preparing for the Buford duel. Everyone in town is rooting for Marty against Buford, and Doc is enjoying the morning air. He's had a good night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just walk of shame out of there.
They come. They were just looking at astronomy. They come across a tombstone, and the photograph has Doc's name vanished from the tombstone, but the date remaining. So somebody's gonna die. We don't know who. Marty is measured for a coffin by the undertaker, realizing his name could wind up on the tombstone. Because he's like, I don't need a suit. He's like, I'm not measuring you for a suit. I want to see what size coffin you are. Causing Marty to say, Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott. And Doc to agree, saying this was heavy. Yeah, which I thought was heavy.
They traded catchphrases.
I know, this is heavy. Doc tells Marty to stop letting what people say affect him, as that's how he gets into an accident in the future. Doc won't say more about it, but warns Marty to take it to heart. Doc tells Marty he decided not to go with him. Oh, that's right, because this Marty doesn't know about that. This isn't the same Marty. This is 1955.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is a lot of Martys here.
Sorry, my brain got a little... Yeah, so this was correct. Then he wouldn't have learned his lesson yet. So both Martys and both time spans have to learn.
That makes sense.
Have to learn their lesson.
I mean, then again, attention to detail.
Yes, because it got past me. Doc won't say more about it, but warns Marty to take it to heart. Doc tells Marty he decided not to go with him tomorrow and will stay there with Clara. Doc says anyone can make their future what they want it to be, and Doc wants to follow his heart, but Marty argues, saying that he's a scientist and should use his head. Doc wants to tell Clara goodbye first, but Marty says she won't understand. Doc agrees he must use his head, will return with Marty to 1985 and destroy the time machine as time travel has become too painful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Emmett goes to Clara to say goodbye, but can't tell her why, and she wants to go along. He tells her he loves her, and she asks for the truth. He tells her he's going back to the future, and she doesn't believe him. She said, of all the lines I've ever heard in my life. He says that it's the truth and leaves her a single flower on her bedroom windowsill. Doc goes to the tavern and asks for whiskey, but is warned by the bartender that he knows what whiskey does to him. How's Doc built up this much of like everybody?
He's a major figure in this town.
Yeah, and he's not been there that long.
He hasn't. I don't know the timeline when he was supposed to have arrived there.
Me neither.
So he could have been there for quite some time at this point.
That's true.
He's fully established.
That's
obviously.
True. That's true. Okay.
You have to remember too. These are small towns at this time.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
there are, and he is a great mind. So people are coming.
Isn't he the blacksmith too?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to him for everything. Horseshoes, what have you. Okay. He has the bartender leave the bottle, and Doc insists that he won't go get over Clara. Marty awakes in the morning outside and finds Doc missing, and Doc is still in the tavern telling about the future and people running for fun. Yeah, going for runs for fun. Doc Marty's like, how much did he have? And he's like, he hasn't had any. Doc hasn't had any whiskey yet and just held it all night as the patrons mock him. Now, Doc takes the shot, finally, the shot of whiskey, and immediately passes out. Buford also walks up, starts toward the town hungry. Clara buys a one-way ticket to San Francisco on the 8 a.m. train. The bartender makes Doc wake up juice.
What year is this?
1885.
Was the train done?
Good question.
Was the Transcontinental Railroad done yet?
Good question.
This bridge ain't done, so...
This is post-World War II, though, so... Civil War.
Civil War.
20 years post, so...
I'm trying to remember. My daughter, in our history lessons, we learned about when the Transcontinental Railroad was finished.
I'm trying to pull back to freaking 5th grade, and I'm not grasping.
I can't remember the exact year it was finished, but
it would be close if it was. I would imagine they looked it up. Because of the detail.
True.
I would imagine that they stayed attention to detail.
Maybe.
Let's see. Okay. In 10 minutes, Doc will wake up drinking that juice, and Marty asks why they cut everything why we always have to cut everything so close. As now it's 10 of 8. Because they're always good.
It's always a last-minute scramble here.
Doc reflexively runs to the trough for water, but is still knocked out, and Marty is assured it takes a few minutes. He's like, he passed back out. He's like, it's not immediate. He's like, give it a few minutes. I want to know what's in this wake-up dream.
I know, goodness.
Seamus McFly arrives and felt he needed to be there and that his future depended on it.
I wonder why.
Buford arrives and Marty says it's not 8 a.m. yet, and then he forfeits, but Buford won't accept it and says that Marty is yellow again, and the patrons warn he'll be branded a coward if he doesn't go out.
Uh-oh.
A patron near Seamus gives Marty a gun, but says he's already got one, and Marty says he doesn't care what anyone says, and Doc/Marty leave through the back door, evading Buford's shots, but... Did Doc really missing Tylenol living in 1885? Clara is on the train. Yeah, I would not do well. I
mean, they used to give you a lot stronger stuff, though, you know? They had morphine.
Some ether.
And, a whole bunch of things that they were just a little cocaine, you know? You'll be fine.
Just a little bump. Clara's on the train and hears someone talking about Doc having the worst broken heart he ever saw at the tavern the prior night. And Buford again tries to lure Eastwood out of hiding as he has Doc to shoot instead. Yeah, he's like, Eastwood.
I just love Eastwood.
Yeah, Eastwood. And Clint Eastwood gave them permission to use his name in this. Yeah, because they had to clear it with him.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
Clara finds out that they're talking about her and Doc, and an emergency stops the train, which does that exist?
Nope. No.
She just pulls it.
No.
Running back to town, delaying the train. So thank goodness she delayed the train because Marty's in a duel right now.
Yep.
Can't
get there in time. Close.
Why always have to cut this so darn close? Marty emerges to fight Buford as the clock strikes 8. Marty refuses to draw, wanting to settle things as men, but Buford refuses and shoots with Marty going to the ground. Good thing not a headshot, I put. Like, he planned for a body shot, but not a headshot.
Right, yeah.
Marty gets up as Buford approaches, and Buford punches him, but hurts his hand with a metallic sound when he punches. Marty reveals a metal object protecting him and punches Buford 3 times, knocking him into a gravestone, destroying it, and landing in a pile of manure.
Love a good manure callback.
The tannins and their manure. So it's revealed that, what was it, like the pie plate?
It was the Frisbee pie plate, wasn't it, again?
Or was it like a trash can thing?
No.
I don't remember.
No.
Did I not write this down?
Apparently not.
I
don't remember it. It's been too long now. Yeah. I feel like it'd be the Frisbee again, though.
I think it was the Frisbee, too. But there was a Clint Eastwood movie that they did that very gag. Where, like, it was like, they pretty much used it as a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Buford is arrested for the robbery of the Pine City stagecoach that was just happened the day before. And the gravestone disappears in the Polaroid shot altogether. Because it's destroyed. Because they could never make another one.
Nope.
Not in 1885. Buford hates manure, and Seamus is delighted in Marty's actions. Marty gives Seamus his gun worth $12, and Seamus might trade it for a new hat. Marty tells him to take care of the baby, and Doc and Marty ride off to catch the train as the whistle from the train just blew. Clara goes to the blacksmith shop looking for Emmett and sees a model of the time machine. So now she knows it's legit.
She's like, oh my gosh, he wasn't giving me a line.
Yeah. Doc and Marty catch up to the train on horseback and race on car roofs, like the roofs of the train cars. Sorry, I'm getting flaily. To get to the front and hold up the train for a science experiment, telling the conductor to stop the train before the next switchback, and they unhook the engine, pulling it up to the DeLorean and stocking it with Doc's personal high-burning anthracite fuel that he somehow invented and we're just now hearing about.
In 3 days.
Yeah. Clara catches... Well, didn't he have it before? Because he said he invented it for the winters because he didn't want to wake up at night to refuel the fire.
I mean... I missed that detail, but I don't doubt that this happened.
I think that's what he said, but like, why didn't we think about that?
Right?
Maybe they did and I missed that, like when they mentioned it. Clara catches up to the train on horseback and Marty is in the DeLorean and they use walkie-talkies to get the speed up with Clara now hanging off the back of the train.
I remember this scene so clearly from childhood. We watched this scene a lot.
We did.
Yeah.
And like, okay, we're going to name it Clinton Ravine somehow or another. Doc prepares to board the DeLorean now, which is up to 40 miles per hour, as Clara tries to get his attention because she keeps talking when the horn's blowing and all kinds of things. The DeLorean's now at 50 miles per hour, and Doc notices with Clara, who says that she loves him, and Doc tells her to climb to him and plans to take her back with them, but Clara is scared, so she hesitates. They reach 70 miles per hour and the red log blows, which I think was the last one. Yeah. Knocking, or the second last one. It was the second one. I think the green was the last one. Knocking Clara's balance, and Marty gives Doc the hoverboard, now up to 82 miles per hour. They are about to hit the end of the line, and Doc reaches Clara, hovering to safety.
So he has the hoverboard, though. So he is the future one.
No, because he had it from when he stayed, I don't remember, but it's in the back of the car. Yeah, because they got that one in 1955 from the future. It had the hoverboard and the wrapper from the buying the almanac, but not the almanac because Biff had the almanac.
Okay.
Yes, because I know. This is where my brain started to be like, it was like that meme where all the
they just repeated.
All the math things are like. I try not to think about it too much because I get confused.
That's true. Okay. It works.
Yeah, it does work, but I can't work it all out. I think I would have to write it all out like on a chart to figure it out.
A pie chart or something.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So they are about to hit the end of the line, and Doc reaches Clara, hovering to safety, as Marty is sent back and the locomotive is destroyed in a fantastic crash. Just as Doc predicted, Marty reaches 1985 just as a train is coming through on the tracks and jumps from the DeLorean seconds before it's destroyed, which is what Doc wanted. So he's like, well, Doc, you got what you wanted, because he said he wanted to go back and destroy the time machine. Marty remarks it's destroyed like Doc wanted and goes home where everything is as it should be, with family and Biff in 1985 proper, not the alternate 1985. I guess it's the alternate 1985. And takes the truck to Jennifer, who is safe on her porch swing where they left her, but still Elizabeth Shue version.
Yeah. If we switch back to the original at this point, then it's really confusing. So stick with some consistency.
Jennifer tells Marty about a dream as they pull up. Oh, okay. This wasn't in 2. This would have been in 3 then. This didn't resolve in 2. This resolves in 3 with needles. Okay. So I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a few weeks since we did 2 and since I watched 2. Okay.
We're a little behind.
I'm a little
mentally
behind. I'm sorry. Yes. So she tells Marty about this dream that she has as they pull up near Hilldale, because they're building Hilldale at this point, which is where their future house would be in this little, it's like a suburban neighborhood that they're building, but it's going to turn into the ghetto later. Marty fumbles that it's where they will live one day, and Jennifer realizes it was true, and he's like, no, I mean, I want to live here. Yeah, and she's like, it was true. And Needles pulls up wanting to race Marty's truck, and Marty acts like he will, but goes in reverse instead, and Needles takes off, nearly crashing into a Rolls Royce, which Marty would have hit if they would have been racing. Yeah. So the "you're fired" messages that Jennifer has in the back of the car, or that in her pocket, it was in her pocket. That was the fax from the second movie, from the future, erases. And she knows, like, it's been altered now. They go to the train tracks to see the debris, and the train alert sounds as Doc crashes into 1985 with a steam-powered time machine with Clara and their 2 sons, Jules and Vern, and brings Marty the photo of him and Doc with the clock. Yeah. Doc explains that no one's future is written yet and will be what they make it, and so make it a good one. So he leaves to travel through time with his family. The end. But before we end it properly, his son, the creepy little one. Did you notice?
No.
The one little boy, the smaller of the 2 sons, which I guess would be Vern.
Okay.
The whole time he's got this like really weird look on his face. If you go back and watch it, I thought you would know this for sure, because this is lore everybody hears about with this. And he's going like this the whole time. It's a signal for child actor, he has to go to the bathroom and he's like pointing at his crotch. You can see it, and that's the take that they left in because he's like this, and then he's like, and he's just holding his hand there by his crotch. He has to go pee. So like, thank goodness he needs
to go potty.
I thought for sure you'd heard
that.
I thought it was gonna be your fun fact.
No.
Yeah, so that poor kid, and that's how everybody remembers him.
Oh my gosh.
Because everybody's like, why does that kid look so creepy? So and then funny. It came out years later that that's what was going on.
Can you imagine being that kid, though, and like telling that story, like when he gets to college, being like, I was in Back to the Future 3 as the peeing kid. That is funny. How old is he? Like,
he was probably like 5 in this. Okay. Yeah, it was little.
Like, I can't even picture him at this point. Yeah. Like, I can't picture either of them. Like, I know the scene, but I can't see their faces.
Yeah, and he's got this really weird look on his face the whole time. And he's like, he's signaling to his mom off camera. He's like, I have to pee.
I love it. That is hilarious.
Now, Tom Wilson, can we talk about how great he played Buford? Mm-hmm. And like, this seemed like a complete, like, I know, like, he's the only one that I feel like is always a different character.
He is, because his character, yes, they're always that mean, like, rough
like,
guy.
They're different.
But they're different personalities.
All the way. And like it's not just like, oh, alternate Biff.
Right.
Like,
and it's like old man Biff was different than like.
And like mean Biff in the casino was different than like, oh, I washed your car for you, Marty.
Right.
Like,
it's so many different personas that he has to play. He nailed it.
Amazing. Like totally underrated. I feel like he did not get nearly enough credit for this trilogy.
Because he really doesn't have much of a career other than this, does he? Like,
he does. He does more like independent stuff. Okay. Yeah, he's more of the art side of it, you know.
Because he's a good actor.
And again, from the Philadelphia area.
Heyo.
PA, baby. PPA. Homeboy done good. But yeah, so excellent movie. No flaws, no notes.
They go like these are just incredible movies.
And you can watch them again and again and again. And I said, like,
you always notice something else.
This third one gets so much crap, but I feel like it's still so good.
It is good.
You're just holding it up to the first one.
Right.
So
Right. That's true. I think
still so good.
Yeah, I remember loving this as a kid.
We watched them all. My dad had them taped off of a home box weekend. And they were on, like, I think 1 or 2 VHSs.
Yeah. And these really aren't, like, there's a lot that went over our heads as kids, but they're family friendly enough.
Oh yeah,
where like it's not anything
anybody could watch it.
You can't show your kids.
Like, I said
a few language things here and there. Yeah,
but I would have let my kids watch it, but I want to save it for when they're a little older and understand it better. Because that was kind of the mistake I made with when my husband's 2 kids were younger. We watched this when they were probably like 10 and 8 because I remember being 8 and loving this movie. But like you're too young to get it, and then they didn't want to watch it again.
They don't want to rewatch it
because they're you know
I didn't like it the first time.
No, they liked it, but it's 2020 at that point, you know, so like there's so many other things to watch, like so like we already saw that movie, like I remember getting that comment, so and I'm like, but you don't get the full magnitude
the little
of how
nuances
great it is.
Here.
But like that's how much kids have changed though, because we watch these kinds of things like 800 times
because that's all we had. You only had so many things recorded.
You only had certain things.
Yeah, you couldn't bring up anything.
You were at the mercy of what was on TV or what was in your entertainment
catalog. Yes.
So I can't say enough good things about these movies.
They're so good.
And they're just such classics, and no notes. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, love them. They have it all. They've got suspense, they've got action, they've got romance, they've got humor, drama, and everything.
Doc did what he said he was going to do, conquer the next mystery of the universe. Women.
He did it. He found Clara.
But yeah, so that's like another thing too, is like just like in the second one, they're thinking that there's a theory that George may be on to Marty and saw him kind of like wasting away a little bit on stage. And then like how Doc realized that like, oh man, I don't know what got into George. He's never stood up for anything. It's like never. And that's when Doc got you can probably alter your future. And that's why his outlook changes from the first one to the third one.
That makes sense. I don't think we mentioned that the ravine then in the future is called Eastwood Ravine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because Clint Eastwood died there in the train accident.
Eastwood Ravine.
Yeah, so when he and Jennifer go by it, it's an Eastwood Ravine.
See that.
Yeah.
I was writing to him. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Mr. Eastwood. Oh, and all right, so the people who were involved with this movie were also involved with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
So there were a couple alternate scenes that were like, I guess, on DVD releases where it was like a joke when he's at the McFly farm, George brings home dinner, which was like rabbits. And they had like a Roger Rabbit in one scene that they held up. yeah. It's like, I brought home dinner, you know.
So funny.
But I think it was Marty who wanted to use the accent, or like
Michael
J.
J. Fox wanted to use an Irish accent.
Yeah.
Hey, how about it?
They did a great job. Yeah.
And really, there were a lot of immigrants in that time period. Like, it makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And like everybody was trying to make their way west who could, because that's where the gold was.
And the free land.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because if you got out there, you
get your homestead, you get a claim. So everybody was clamoring to get there to make something of themselves.
Because there was nobody out there.
They were trying to settle the West, and it was very unsettleable.
Yes. That's where the term Wild West comes from.
The Wild West, baby.
It was pioneer medicine and pioneer freaking law. So.
That's why it's probably why Doc was so respected, because he had so much knowledge.
That's true.
And he was able to help people.
He owned that talent. As far as, well, try this.
Yeah. Yep.
Anything else you want to add?
I feel like I had fun facts at one point, like weeks ago when I first watched the movie, and now they've floated away in the ether.
She's so useful.
I know.
At least her tech skills save us. She edits all these videos. So
if you're watching this right now, thanks, Shelly.
But we thank you for joining us here. Join us, shall you? And for our sticking with us here at Sisters and Ebert, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and we really appreciate any support for the channel as we try to grow. And we'll see you next week at the movies.